Hey, Benjamin Franklin said that failing to plan is planning to fail. So today we're going to talk how important is planning in order to have a successful life. But before we start, let's redefine what is a success. People nowadays in our era living in this kind of time 2000, 2010, 2015, we always relate success with how much money that we make, how much asset that we have, how much houses, how much stocks that we have, how big our business, how much money we make every single year annually. But is success always about finance? Is success is always about how much money we make? I think that we need to change our point of view to something like this. Success is something like bucket. If you see a bucket like this, if some side is higher than the other side, the money will flows out from the bucket, isn't it? So there are 6 areas of success that we can see, I guess. Like first of all is spiritual asset, and then body asset, soul asset, network asset, family asset, and the last one is financial asset, of course. Like I don't know whether you're atheist or not. If you're atheist, maybe you can just eliminate the first one, spiritual asset, I don't know. But spiritual asset is always talking about the intimacy with the entity, with God that we believe. Either you're Hindu, either you're Buddhist, either you're Christian, Catholic, Muslim. You always have God that you believe, and that's the connection, the intimacy that we have with the God that we believe is the spiritual asset that we need in order to have a successful life. Continue with the soul asset. Soul asset talking about our mind. If we have a healthy mind, a good mind, of course our body will benefit from that good mind, of course a healthy mind, because like our mind is always connected with our body, and then it connects with our third points. So the third point is body asset. Body asset means that we have a healthy life in order to walk our life, in order to have a successful life. If we don't have a good health, if you don't have good health, if you are not healthy, how can we make money, for instance? And then how can we make a good connection with our family? How can we make a good intimate connection with our God, with our friends? We will not be able to do that if we have a bad health. And then continue with the network asset. Network asset talks about the connection, the friendship, the relationship with people we have, and then how close we are with friends, because like we are social person, right? We need to be able to make friends, we need to connect with other people, because we cannot live by ourselves. That's simply pretty boring actually, because like I feel it for this few days, like it's pretty boring actually to live by your own self. And then continue with our family asset. Family asset is so important, because like other than family, who will else stand for you, I guess? Your family, with your father, mother, siblings, your kids, or maybe your relatives with your grandparents, grandpa, grandmother. That's the connection that you need to make. And the last one is financial asset. Of course, financial asset is of course one of indicator of successful life. We can have that kind of good connection with everything, but we cannot eat, which means that if we cannot eat, it means that we don't have money, right? That's simply not a successful life. So we need to have a holistic point of view in order to see what a success is all about. It's not about a good connection with your friends only, it's not a good connection with your families only, or how much money do you make only. It's all about every single thing that we just talk about. It's not only one side of the bucket. And continue why we need to plan in order to get a successful life. The reason is very simple actually, because like if we don't plan, I know lots of people that say to me like this, what are you going to do tomorrow? And then they just answer me like, no, I don't know, I'm just going to go with the flow. And simply we are going with the flow. You don't realize that you've spent years going with the flow and then you do nothing. Actually, you did nothing. So we need to plan our life every single day. You need to plan what are you going to do this day, what are you going to do today and tomorrow. Because like just now Benjamin Franklin said that failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't plan, you don't know what you're going to do tomorrow, and you will just go randomly like, and suddenly you will just hit the walls and then say like, where the hell am I now? And what am I doing right now in here? I don't even know. I've spent years doing nothing. And yeah, that's it. You've spent time, because like actually time is your biggest asset, because like you can get your money back, you can reconcile with your friends, you can reconcile with your family, but you cannot go back in time. So you can get your money back, but you can't get your time back. That's the thing. That's why we need to plan in order to have successful life, and we don't spend our single time wasted. We need to wisely spend our time. Today I'm going to do this thing. Tomorrow I'm going to do this thing. We need to plan. So, in conclusion, that we need to have a holistic point of view to see what is success is all about. It's not about money. It's not about connection only. It's everything. The whole thing is a successful thing. It's one thing is higher than the other thing. Not the money. The water will flows out of the bucket, isn't it? So the last thing, because we are talking in language school YouTube channel, we are going to talk about the importance of planning in order to master a foreign language. So I'm going to see you again next time in the next video. So until now, Lehitra